Test 1, 2. All right, hey folks, Joshua here. Welcome back to Blueprints. Another day yesterday where I learned more. I got more out of another run, but still wasn't able to do what I set out to do at the start of the day. We're going to see if we can change that today. A lot of these runs, I feel like you have to be more adaptable and just accept what the game gives you, but I still feel like pursuing a particular strategy can have benefits. And today we want to try to figure out how to use the freezer. I've seen it come up a couple times. It seems like an interesting mechanic, but one that requires multiple days. So if we go in today with the plan of using the freezer, we may not be lucky enough to acquire it in our drafting pool, but if we get it, maybe we can work with that. So my understanding is the way that it works, and we don't have it available yet to review, but it seems like the way it works is it freezes your gems and your coins. I don't think it freezes your keys, but I think it freezes your gems and your coins is what it said. And you can't use them until the next day. So the idea would be to go through a dump day, a day that you're not actually planning to achieve anything. And over the course of that day, acquire as many gems and coins as possible, then build the freezer, and then come back the next day and use those resources to do something else. Now, where is the planetarium? Greenhouse would be for the slot. Really, planetarium doesn't have a cost. Okay. Yeah, planetarium doesn't have a cost. So, because I'm planning to end the day early, we might as well go for the planetarium if we find it. All right, one thing I do want to do at the start here is to take a peek at the outer room. One thing we should be looking for is white trees under 2 stones. I don't think there are any white trees out here that we've seen. I'm not sure where we would look for those, but yeah, these are all normal evergreens. So let's see what we get. Hovel, here we go. So this would let us get more coins. So we could go for the gem strategy for more rooms or the coin strategy for more items. We could. This would mean we'd have to come out here at the end of the day. So I'd need 1, 2, 3. I need at least 3 steps left and be in the entrance hall to get to the tomb. You know what? I don't think we've built this before. Let's go for the tomb and build up some coins. Hey, D2, welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. I've been good. I've been well. Okay, so we're building the tomb here. Gonna see what this room tells us about. Each time we build a dead end, we spread coins in here. So if we get the conference room, they'll go there instead. But for now, we have this Sinclair family crypt, which is as gloomy as it is immense. The true Sinclair legacy lies here, resting underneath the stones, a parade of distant relations and forgotten ancestors. So I don't have a matchbook, no way to light these candles. Feels like the kind of place where one of these torches might turn and open a secret passage. It just has that feeling to it. That might not be the case, but we'll check them all just in case. It's pretty dark in here. We've never acquired anything like a flashlight or a torch, so I still don't know how we're gonna see inside that super dark area that's around the corner from on the grounds. Okay. See, now doesn't this look like... Oh, hello. The broom. Ooh! This might be related to the chapel. Yeah, there's the duster. There's the pitchfork. This is related to the chapel. Okay, hold on. Wow, this area is really big. Really, really big. Hold on. I need to track what I'm doing here. So we actually have... Why don't I do this part first? We have this list that we made. So shepherd, baker, farmer, chimney sweep, maid, rider, and king. So we want to find the shepherd first. Who has the crook? Let's see what we can find. We'll do it. We're going to have to spend some time here, it looks like, to really fully explore it. Wow, it's enormous. Bunch of votive candles. Okay. Some money. That's nice. And each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This foreplan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? I think it's not. That's like a scepter? I'm not sure if that's what we're looking for the first item. Got a tomb here, or a sarcophagus. That might be the first one. The very first stained glass window in the church I had trouble identifying. I think I called it shepherd because I thought it looked like a crook. So that's a hoe. Yeah, this area is quite large. That's the baker. Okay. What we got over here? Huh. All right, let's read whatever this is. Open only in the event of my death. Oh, this is different from the letter we got. Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition? Thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's or mine? In our youth we're gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death we're left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric, and to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. As is tradition, Herbert S. Sinclair. I don't think that's a clue. I think that's his genuine feelings. All right, so we have shepherd, baker, farmer, chimney sweep, maid, rider, knight. And I think it has to do with the tools they're carrying. So let's identify all 7. So you're baker. With the hat and the hoe, I guess you'd be farmer? I don't remember exactly. I should have taken pictures of the stained glass, but I think that's farmer. I don't remember exactly what tools they had. You would be king, I guess, because you have the crown. That's the riding crop. So you're the jockey, I think. No, is that the chimney sweep? It looks like it's got bristles at the tip that have been kind of cut off. You're the maid, right? Or maybe you're the chimney sweep. No, there is a maid. I'm not sure if that's the riding crop or the chimney sweep. All right, so from the entrance here, where are the rest? That's the chimney sweep. Okay. And the pitchfork would be the farmer? So what is the hoe? Maybe that's an extra one? Maybe I misread the hoe and that's the shepherd, because I don't think we found the shepherd. So let me start. Okay, let's start with the hoe. I think this was number 1. And then number 2 was baker. Number 3 was the chimney sweep. Number 4 was the maid. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The rider and the king. So wait, is there one that I didn't do? Is there an extra one in here? This one. Did I miss the farmer? I might have missed the farmer. Hold on. Can I reset you guys? Yikes. Okay, how many are there? So that's 1, 2. Then we have 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the 7th one? Hold on. What am I miscounting? So we've got 1, 2. There we go. There are 7. All right. So shepherd, baker, farmer. I think this is shepherd. So let's try this again. Shepherd, baker, farmer, then chimney sweep, maid, rider, chimney sweep, maid, Rider. King. Yes! I got it right. Ooh. Hello. Very cool. All right. Nice. Further down we go. Is this another way to get to the underground? Huh. So more tombs. We got this skull here. Looks like it looks so out of place compared to everything else. You'd think you could do something like pick it up and do something, but no. What else we got going on here? Okay, this is, wow, that's interesting. How's that for a screenshot? I mean, that's death. Maybe death is the eighth servant? Ooh, underground map. Okay. So we've got reservoir, excavation tunnel. We've got the number 2 over here with the letters BA, like barracks or something like that. I think this is the rotunda. We've got a 3 here. Okay, so we got a fragment of the map. And like the other statues, that comes down. Okay, what does that do? Nice. Another passage opens. All right. Making progress. Finding stuff, learning things. Love to see it. Love the big arrow pointing this way. And then we got the lit torches. Okay. That looks like an opening. Like it's empty. I don't know what that's about. Okay, where are you taking me? We got 2 paths now. Okay, I don't want to push this yet, but we can push it. What else have we got in here? There's a whole second map. This is crazy. This has nothing to... This, of course, this is what I'm talking about. I had this whole plan for what I was going to do this stream, and the game has completely thrown it up on its end. Okay, so there's a rotational platform. That must be what we just saw in that map. Yeah. So, if we can figure out how to control this thing, we can use it to move around. It looks like there's actually 2 exits, one there and one there. So we can get to some of these different areas. And the cart may be part of... So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 doors away. We're now in the abandoned mine. Oh, I just spent a step getting here. Okay. So that's important. 1, 2, 3, 4 doors away. There's an entrance and then 7 doors. I don't know if the track goes around it or what, but... Abandoned mine, man. Is it? It's this door. This is where I'm going to spend a step, right? No. Okay. So I can pull this or push it, it looks like. But I can't pull it. I can't get past it. I can't pull it far enough to go past it. All right. Oh, so I can pull it back. But that's as far forward as it'll go. Can I pull it from the side? Like, what do I... Huh. Can I squeeze past? No. Well, I'm not sure what that's about. Huh. Why would I... There's no jump button in this game. Why would this matter? Like, what could you possibly do? I guess if I... I guess if I can rotate the thing and get back into that room, then I could exit that door and proceed. Boy, this is crazy. This game is so layered. It's so dense. It's so deep. It's kind of amazing. This is another room that I think we saw on the map. This is probably going to cost me another step to enter here. Nope, did not. All right. Here's another chunk of the map. There's an upgrade disc. Well, I'll grab that. That's good. What do we got? I'm not sure what to make of that. Okay, we have a key here. And another piece of this map. Let's do some quick editing and see if we can put these together. No, why is this in reverse order? Where are the map pieces? So there's this one. And the one I just... Wait, where's the one I just took? Oh, did I not? I didn't take a screenshot. I think I hit print screen instead of F12. There we go. All right, so... something like this. Actually, it looks like I want to do it the other way. This connects up somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. Basement like that, right? So if I... Okay, let's make this layer kind of transparent. So basement would go like that. And it would line up. Like that. Okay. And then we can get rid of some of this. Like that. Okay, that kind of helps us out a little bit. Let's grab the parts of this that we care about. Let's resize it. Let's resize the canvas, rather. Let's make it... a little bit taller. Image canvas size. Image canvas size. Okay, that gives us a little bit more room to work in the future. I think I'll also go ahead and grab more of this junk. Get rid of it. Okay. Oh, wait, what happened? There we go. I had 2 layers there. let's do that. And then let's combine the layers and brighten this up a bit. Maybe put a little contrast on. Okay. So now we've got a little bit more of the map to work with here. So 2, concealed entrance. We had the minecart fountain entrance. Okay, so there is an entrance from the fountain. I was right that I needed to drain this completely, I guess. So if we had managed to drain the entrance completely, we could have found another way in here. Number 3 is the cliffside exit. There's a foundation elevator, an elevator from the foundation. Okay, so part of this area we're in, I was right, does connect to the foundation. So there's the foundation entrance, a foundation elevator, a concealed entrance. I'm not sure about that. That may be in that dark area. Then the cliffside exit, the minecart, the fountain entrance. The tomb entrance is where we came in, which I guess is somewhere up in this chunk. Torch chamber, rotating gear, and to north lever. Wow. All right. Lots of interesting stuff going on here. Let me save this as a clue. Blueprints, clues, underground map. All right. Back to the game. Very interesting stuff going on here. This whole stream became something completely other than what I originally intended. We've learned about an entire new layer of the game, and we're learning quite a lot as we move forward here. Which direction did I come from? All right, there's the minecart, so I came from that way. Okay. So somewhere down here is the door where we need the basement key from the antechamber. All right, here's the reservoir. So we would have to drain the reservoir probably by 1 or 2 units. It looks like to be able to... It's too full right now. I don't think there's a way to completely drain it and get down to the bottom of this, but we'd have to drain it at least a little to use this rowboat and get over to there, which would take us... So here's the rowboat right here. And it would take us across to whatever we're missing from this chunk of the map, right? Huh. So there must be some level, either reducing it by 1 or maybe 2 to make the boat usable, and then that takes you over there. Okay, what do we got here? And then this area is flooded as well. This would be to the fountain entrance. Okay. Wow. Kind of amazing that this was, I mean, this was here the whole time. I just didn't know about it. Yikes on bikes. Okay. Very interesting stuff. So we can get back here from the fountain if we build the pump room, which we need to do to kind of explore some of this anyway. Or we can rebuild the tomb. Plus, there's more we need to figure out with how these mines work and the rotating gear room. But for now, we've seen what we can see in here. I don't think there's anything else we can do. We're also missing a piece or multiple pieces of the map, unfortunately, to the underground. But presumably, we'll find those in time. I did a pretty thorough exploration here. All right, I guess it's back to my original plan now. Although that ate up quite a lot of steps. But I certainly don't regret it. We learned a lot. I don't think there was anything else down here. We did a fairly thorough job of looking around here. So out we go. Boy, what an interesting start to the day. So we'll have to see if we get access to the pump room. If we do, we might be able to go back there and find more. The easiest way would be to empty the fountain, I think. Oh yeah, make a wish. I don't think I want to. We're gonna go back to my original plan, which was to try and save up a bunch of gems and coins and stick them in the freezer and come back tomorrow. All right, so we're back in the entrance hall. I guess we kick things off here. All right. So den's very nice for an early gem. I don't think I want the dining room all the way back here either. So let's grab this gem. We do have a box today. It's locked. We don't have the sledgehammer or a key. I wouldn't spend a key on it anyway, but that's okay. All right. Code check, we can grab the lever. Or I can go parlor here, or nook. I think we go parlor. Trying to build up as many gems as we can get our hands on today. And coins. Keys are also going to be useful just for making progress later in the day. And there's an apple. I'll take that for 2 health, or 2 steps. Let's solve the puzzle. All right, the gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. The blue box is true. The gems are in a box. Okay, so this has to be true because the gems have to be in one of these 3 boxes. And every single statement contains the letter B. So this has to be true, which means one of these has to be false. The blue box is true. That is also true. That means this has to be false. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. Okay, so if that has to be false, then it can't be this box. Can't be this box. Has to be this box. There's no U here. Nice. I haven't failed one of these so far, so I'm pretty proud of that. All right, what do we got here? No kitchen, no chapel, storeroom it is. I'm not going to worry about too much about filling out the grid today. I'm just going to worry about amassing resources and then somehow hope we get the freezer. All right. So this has to adjoin a bedroom. Or we could just take the 2 items. So all of these are dead ends. I guess the spare bedroom's the least awful of the choices. And we did find something in one of these once. We found something in here. What's this? Oh, 2 dice? Yeah, that's a nice pickup. Lets me re-roll. Oh no, that is interesting. Oh, we already turned this. We already found this and turned it, right? I remember this. Okay. All right, let's go west. Pantry's fine for the coins. And the banana. Let's see what we got here. No to chapel, no to security, so we'll go into the bedroom here. Or I could redraw. I don't want to spend a gem, and I don't want the chapel. I think we'll burn a dice here and redraw. Commissary gets me left, and I don't really like it. All right, let's go Nook. Grab the key. Take a quick peek around for anything extra. Don't see it. All right, here we go. This will take us to... The hallway's handy. Yeah, we need the hallway here, or the run's over. Okay, left we go. Boy, it is not giving me what I want today at all. Go corridor. Boy, it is being really obnoxious today. God damn it. Why? Why are you like this? It's always trying to, like, cock block me from moving west. It's so frustrating. I don't want to spend gems, but I have to have this. That's a dead end. All right, we'll go bedroom here. There's some coins, at least. That's something. So yeah, if I don't build an exit that runs over, it's so frustrating, man. I get so locked in. All right, we got to go dark room. No, we got to go gymnasium. I can't afford the dark room right now. All right, I need north and south here, but I need north more than anything. West Wing Hall, perfect. All right, that's helpful. Finally, the game's helpful. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, this I've never built. Okay, this I will take. The next time you enter boudoir, which we haven't built yet, gain 10 steps. The next time you enter walk-in closet, gain 3 steps. Or 3 gems. Okay, this is interesting. Let's build this. Never been here before. Tucked quietly away in the west wing of Mount Holly. That's important that it's a west wing chamber. Tucked quietly away in the west wing of Mount Holly is the decorative bedroom of your grandmother, Lady Epson. The style you find, unique in the house, a fitting tribute to her childhood home in Iraja. Okay. She had an umbrella. Some sketches on the wall. You found a spyglass telescope. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Okay. That's a nice one. What else we got in here? Picture of somebody. I know who this is. It's one of the lords, but I can't really remember which one it is right now. Eventually, I guess I'm gonna have to memorize their faces and learn who they are. What do we have here? Does it never end? Not sure what to make of that. It didn't really resemble anything to me. Here we have another picture. This one in a locket. I think that's our grandfather? Yeah, and Clara was our grandmother, right? I don't know who this is. Maybe those are her parents? There's a second upgrade disc. We got 2 now. So I should remember that it's worth building some, and even though I'm trying to save up gems, it's worth remembering that it's going to be valuable to build anything that has a terminal in it. So like security costs a gem, but I might build it just to be able to use those 2 upgrade discs or the lab or something. All right, her ladyship's diary is locked. I apparently need a special key for that. So boudoir gives us steps, walk-in closet gives us gems. I mean, that's important, but we've only got 1 exit right now. So we've got to get something headed north. We do want to pick up more gems and more coins for the freezer. What do we have here? So annoying. It's forcing me to spend gems because everything, like, I'm getting so blocked by everything. Like, the game, how do I put this? The game really doesn't allow you to pursue strategies. It's too RNG. You kind of are forced to play without strategy. You kind of have to adapt to every run, and that's very frustrating for me. I want to be able to employ a strategy. I want to use my intellect to solve a puzzle, to achieve an objective. And the way the game is designed, you really can't. You just have to, you can't be proactive. You have to be reactive. It's very frustrating. As great as this game is, that's probably my biggest complaint. All right, you may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. At least we can do that. So we can maybe get 2 exits in this next room. Gonna make me use a key. All right. We could go chapel here. If I redraw, I could get worse stuff. There's the garage. You know, I wanted this so bad, and now I don't want it. And I don't have a way to use it. And it's a dead end, so the run is over anyway. So I can't, I literally can't use this, even if I'm like, oh, wait, I wanted that. Because then the run is over. I have no way to get the breaker room, or the code check, or get my spare keys. So I kind of have to go chapel here. Very frustrating. Any chance we get an item? No. All right. So, billiard room's a dead end. Observatories, this is so annoying. These are both dead ends, and then I have to go back through the chapel here. Billiard room gets me 2 keys, which I don't care about right now. I guess we can do this and go north from here, and then hopefully get east and maybe go south. Like, look at all the grid cells that are blocked off from me because of the stupid draw system. I need more control. I need to be able to pick and choose which rooms I build. And it's forcing me to spend gems just to progress, which is really frustrating. All right. So we got 2 things today. That's nice. The Southern Cross. 4 doors are more common today. That's nice as well. And then, aren't I supposed to get an extra benefit from having the telescope? All right, maybe it would normally be 4 and I got 5 instead. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, I get the same thing twice. So this probability maybe got doubled as well. And I got, okay, that's actually really solid. That helps me out a lot. All right, here's my last key. All right, so Archives is rough. Darkroom is rough too. I guess Archives is the better choice since it has 3 exits here. This is gonna make it so we can't see one of the floor plans too, which is, you know, not great. Anything extra over here? Also, someone left me a comment saying they thought I had not seen all the pages here, but as far as I know, there's 8 pages, 4 sets of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they were correct. I missed this. Because this was dark, I never even tried to see this last page. Okay. So I did miss this. Thank you very much to the commenter. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Airs have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts, rumored to be stolen, is the renowned Ruby Crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to its historical value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Okay, I did miss that. All right, let's go east first. We'd like to head south if we possibly can. Weight room loses half our steps. Security I need for the terminal. And we did get 10 gems just now, so I guess this is worth getting. We're completely out of keys, though, so that's not great. All right, let's do our upgrade discs. I guess we should check the estate inventory system. We've missed 10 coins and a compass and somewhere. I don't know how we did that, unless it's in the basement. We want a low number of doors for now. And we want offline mode, as usual, to be unlocked. Okay. Missed 10 coins. All right, so unless we get the power off, we're not going that way. Which means we have to go back to the archives to go north. But I wanted to go south anyway. So we want an eastward door here, I guess. Or at this point, yeah, I don't want that. God, it's forcing me. It's forcing me into this. We get 3 gems from the walk-in closet, at least. But look how the game... like, it's like actively stopping me from getting to half of the map. It's so annoying. I don't want to build the furnace. I don't know what this is. So I guess we build the walk-in closet because we never built it, and we take the benefits of that. No, we have built this once before. That's right. All right, so the 2 keys are nice. The gem is fine. We've seen that picture, and we get a cupcake, which is what, 10 steps? That's actually not bad. But look at all these rooms that we're locked out of. And the likelihood of getting anything south is like essentially 0. It's really annoying when parts of the blueprint get locked off from you. It's really frustrating. Okay, I can't exit north because I don't have the key card, which means we got to go back into the archives here. Guess we got to use this key. All right. Boiler room, I think, is fine, even though it costs a gem. It gets us 2 exits without losing half our steps. And then I don't know about power, but for now I want to head east. I don't want to spend these gems, but I can't even see what this is. All right, the game is actively fucking me and stopping me from doing what I want to do as usual. So I'm just gonna, this run is kind of dead anyway. We're just gonna hope we pull the freezer at some point. All right, there's the dining room. That's not bad. Now, why did this door open? Oh, because we built on the other side of it, I guess? All right. All right, so dead end. My only choices are dead end or spend gems that I don't want to spend. Like, does it force you to spend more gems the farther north you go? Like down here, you get all kinds of free shit, and up here, it's like, nope. Now that you've used all your resources and can't do anything, now we're gonna require them all. I guess I have to go passageway here. Well, spending it to go south is probably the right play, because then we're less likely to need keys. Again, dead end, can't see, or spend more gems. It's so annoying. It's really, really obnoxious. I know I'm the one who chose to build the archives, but I had no choice. There was no way to progress without it. Let's see what this is. All right, that's the Great Hall. I have 0 keys. Of course. Of course it built this impossible cock block for me right here. I don't know what the deal is, man. Like, everything in the game is actively conspiring to stop me from making progress the way I want to. It's very frustrating. Of course it's locked. Of course it's locked. And that too. Okay. So are we done? It's because I'm moving east and the game doesn't want me to move east. So annoying. And of course, my plan to build the freezer, like, all this time I've had huge resources ready to go, and I can't draw the freezer card. Like, I don't know what to do. The game will not let me use strategy, so what am I supposed to do? Just play and hope that I luck into a good... Like, how would you possibly speedrun a game like this? All right, we got to go to the locksmith here and spend coins to get keys, because otherwise we're not getting the freezer that I want, so this is the only way to progress. Maybe we get the key to the journal here? God, it's so expensive. And like, I wanted to save these coins for the run. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm getting pretty fed up with the way the game does not permit strategy. Or a proactive strategy. You can't pursue anything. You always have to react. It won't let you plan anything. It's always see what you get and see what you can do. Like, that is very antithetical to the way I want to play this game right now, and it's driving me nuts. You feel me? Yeah, okay. Well, I appreciate that. Pool would get us the pump room, which would let us do something with the underground. It's, once again, I have to spend a gem. Two dead ends, of course. And nothing heading east. This entire fucking game. It's oh my God, it is so unbelievably frustrating. Like, how can it be that every single time I try to make a move, everything that the game gives me says no, over and over and over again? I guess, fuck my plans. I guess we're going with whatever this is. The rotunda? Okay. So that lets me get down here if I turn it into the foundation. All right. This turns clockwise, right? We're almost out of steps at this point. Dead end, dead end. Two dead ends, man. What the fuck? This is so... What actually is happening right now? What actually is happening right now? This is way too late. This is killing me. Jesus. Useless pebbles. Coins. It's forced me to spend all those gems I got. Look, dead end or gems again. Or mystery plan. If that's a dead end, I do have keys to get out of the Great Hall or the passageway. All right, let's see what this is. The whole plan for today. The sauna? Okay, I don't think I've ever built this. Tomorrow you will start the day with 20 extra steps. All right. A traditional wood-lined Korarakan style sauna. Temperature controlled and exceptionally relaxing. It's not relaxing to me. Invigorating effects of this room will leave you waking up the next day feeling rejuvenated. All right, if you say so. Yeah, the total inability to plan or strategize is like, it's ruined. This is what has been bothering me, and I couldn't articulate it. I didn't fully understand what I was trying to say. But this is what has been bothering me about this game for the past like 6 runs. You cannot plan anything. You cannot strategize. You cannot use tactics. You just have to take what comes your way and adapt to it. And that is so frustrating to somebody who's a puzzle solver. You don't want to play that way. All right, the run is almost over. I think I have to go to security, and I forgot to use these discs. These upgrade discs are too valuable. Like this, I'm not getting what I want. I'm not going to get the freezer. So I might as well go to security. Maybe the game made it so when you have some gems, it forces you to spend them. Maybe. If so, that's a dick move. There's a lot I like about this game, but the way it's forcing me to play a certain way, I really dislike. I really, really sincerely dislike it a lot. How many steps do I have left? 6? Okay, so I shouldn't have gone there. I should have gone straight to security. Yeah, the run's over. Wait, what? Oh no, come on, no. Oh, for crying out loud. I couldn't have made it. I don't think I could. No, I could have made it. I could have just made it in time. Run's over. And I didn't get to use the 2 upgrade discs. That is so... I'm so angry right now. I'm furious. Partially at myself for that last mess up where I blew the chance to use those 2 discs. But partly because the run started out so well with the game revealing so much information, but then it just at every turn, every draft, it gave me the trashiest hand. It totally fucked me from start to finish. Oh, that is so annoying. I can't play this anymore right now. God, that's like the worst feeling, man. It's like you want to do something. They give you all this information, and then they're like, "No, you can't solve that puzzle now. No, you can't solve that puzzle now. You can't work on that. You can't work on that. You can only do this. You can't go to the East Wing. You can't go north. You can only build dead ends." And it's like, it is so annoying. Okay, I'm obviously triggered. I'm obviously very upset. I have to step away from the game now, so the stream has to be over. And I have to come back another day. I have to try to get myself in the mindset of accepting the game for what it is, because there's so much good here that I really like. I just wish it wasn't this obnoxious about refusing to give you any control at all, to force you into constantly reacting. That's really hard to accept. There's so many things that I have leads on, that I have promising clues on, that I want to pursue, and it absolutely won't let you at all. Which is like just driving me nuts, man. Okay. All right. I gotta step away here. D2, thanks for stopping by, man. I'm sorry that things got so heated, and I don't know what to tell you. I think you understand how I feel. Hopefully you were entertained by my frustration, because I know some people are, and at least that way you got something out of this. I don't know. We'll be back again with more of this another day, but for now I gotta stop. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. Take care, man. We'll see you next time. Bye.